up, everybody? Welcome to our first episode of a new series we like to call Marvel Mondays. Very original. I know it's Monday. Yeah, Marvel did it. 2 M's. Anyways. So in this series, we're going to be going through Marvel movies. I put shows here as well.
But mostly movies.
But shows could happen.
Exactly.
And basically, these are just going to be quickie reviews. Yes, they're going to be spoiler filled. Obviously, some of these movies are old, man.
Yeah.
At this point. But yeah, they're going to be spoiler, just our first impressions. Well, I guess they're not our first impression, but impressions on rewatches, or some of them will be first impressions.
This one will be a first impression.
Yeah, just a quickie review. We've already recorded a few episodes as of this episode. So some of them are a little rougher on the start. Goals to hit around the 10, 15 minute mark.
Yeah.
That has totally failed in the first 2
episodes, I think, are over like
2 or 3
20 or so minutes.
But
we're
used to recording a podcast.
Exactly.
But yeah, with that said, we're just using the most recent Marvel Zombies as our jumping on point to start off this series because, well, we're very close to Halloween, so
it's a perfect time to start off.
You know, zombie-wise.
And then from there, we're jumping back to the beginning of the MCU in release order, starting with 2008's Iron Man, which will be a lot of fun. So stay tuned for next Monday and Monday after that as we go through the entire MCU. And then once we're done the MCU, you guys got to let us know what Marvel content you think we should do. Should we do the TV show? Should we do some animated stuff? We got some ideas, but we want to hear from you guys.
Absolutely. And if you're new around here, we host a podcast every Wednesday. It's about literally anything nerdy, basically. We talk a lot about Marvel, anime, manga, Star Wars. Sometimes RPGs, TCGs.
A little bit of everything.
There's a lot. There's a lot going on. So drop a subscription by hitting that little button down there. Hit a like and comment. Let us know where you're coming from, where you're commenting from.
Heck yeah.
And yeah,
without further ado,
let's dive in.
We're talking about Marvel Zombies. Release date was September 24th on Disney Plus. It was only 4 episodes, and it is a sequel to Marvel What If Season 1, Episode 5, What If Zombies. And we got the answer in this show. IMDb's...
Well, actually, there were still a lot of questions.
Still a lot of unanswered questions, but that's all right. IMDb's got it rated at a 7.1 out of 10.
Do you agree with that?
No, I think it should be a little bit higher.
7.5?
Yeah, like not like crazy, but like I think 7.1.
There were some good moments for sure.
Yeah, definitely. But we're jumping right into episode 1. Connor, what'd you think of episode 1?
Episode 1 was fine. Jumps in. We're following some of the new female characters of the MCU. Right, we have Ironheart, Ms. Marvel, Kate Bishop.
Yep.
As we're just jumping right into the zombies, really.
Yeah, exactly. It's a direct sequel, so it makes sense.
And they're running away from the zombies, and we get introduced to what appears to be some sort of tech that's gonna save them.
Yep.
I mean, very original.
Classic.
For a zombie apocalypse.
We have the one thing that's going to save us from the zombie apocalypse.
To deliver it. And that someone is going to be Kamala because...
Why not?
We lose Kate Bishop and we lose Ironheart. And Blade comes out of nowhere.
Moonblade.
Yes, Moonblade. You're right. You should be very specific.
Blade Knight? Moonblade? I don't know.
And,
Moonblade Knight.
Moonblade Knight. And they come to Kamala's rescue and basically bring her to... the shield, somewhere that has shield tech.
Yeah, shield X, old shield base. I think it's a fun way to toss you into something that's MCU related without pushing you too far from the knowledge you already know. And it's a fun, young A-Force type vibes to start off the show.
Yeah, I think my only true dislike, and I can't remember if I said this for the original What If, is it's just so weird for me to come from so many zombie apocalypse content and have them be like intelligent.
That's so
you know
fair.
What I mean?
Yeah.
How is Hawkeye still able to pull his bow at whatever pound strength it is, and he's just still
to that
using
altitude to that
still
degree,
using smart enough to use trick arrows and what?
There is some argument that Scarlet Witch is somehow connecting and all that jazz, but that's all right. Yeah, I think overall this covers all 4, but no one's safe. Lots of the same actors and actresses voices their characters.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Once you think you're like, oh yeah, this is cool. Nope.
Yeah. No. 2 of the characters we get introduced right off the bat die. I think Moon Knight Blade is a very interesting,
very cool
concept of a character. I love it. And I will say, the more I see Red Guardian, the more I love that character.
Red Guardian is funny.
David Harbour kills it. Such a great character. Nothing much to dislike so far. After the first episode really shows you that no one is safe in the world, and that makes the story more interesting and notable. Moonblade, baby.
Yeah, and then we go to episode 2, where we jump into Shang-Chi, who I felt was very random, was not expecting.
Very random. I will say, as a whole, this show really just focuses on Phase 4 characters.
Dude,
and
I have that in my notes where it's like it almost felt like they were pushing the new era of Marvel too much. Because for something like this that's animated, it feels like such a good opportunity to use characters you're not going to be able to use anymore.
I will say, I think I have some of my notes later on, but this is the way this show starts, I think, is around the same time as Infinity War. And that's why the whole 5-year time jump works and everything like that, because we don't see the snap never happens with Thanos, right? Like the zombie apocalypse starts before that happens, which is
why we get Infinity Gauntlet Thanos.
Exactly.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
That was
insane.
Anyways, Shang-Chi under attack, shocker, by zombies. His dad comes out of nowhere to save him, and then his
dad saves his arm.
That is true, with the rings.
With the rings.
Yeah, and then we see a 5-year time skip.
Yep.
We jump to the Baron Zemo.
Yeah.
Is the
dude
leader
from the Falcon Winter Soldier show.
Yeah. We see him as the leader of like one of the safe areas. If you watch any zombie apocalypse movie, you've seen these safe areas. They're always sus. There's always some sort of shenanigans going on. And shocker, the bad guy is a bad guy.
U.S. agents there.
And then we meet up with some other our original cast.
Yep.
Well, what's left of them. And then we see Zombie Namor.
Yeah, which I thought was an interesting take. Again, something that is phase 4.
Yep.
Which I enjoyed. I think the concept of Atlantis being also like, it literally shows you that nowhere on the planet is safe. As we learn in the next episode, Wakanda wasn't safe. Like,
well, yeah, and that's the thing. Like because we end up being out at sea, right?
Yeah.
In the prison.
The raft.
Yeah, the prison for Civil War, right?
Yeah, it's literally called the raft.
Yeah, and turns out it is penetrable because
Yep.
the zombies do in fact penetrate it.
Exactly.
But on just like episode 1 where we lose our Russian mom, we now lose Yelena.
Yep. Which I didn't expect to happen, to be honest.
I wasn't expecting all the fake ex Red Room gang.
That's true. To just be chilling there.
Yeah, to just be all one group.
No.
But we're slowly losing all the Russians.
Yep.
And then we jump into basically episode 3, I guess, from really there. I don't have any other super notable
episode
things.
3 opens at the ending of What If episode 5. We see Black Panther, Ant-Man's head, and Spider-Man.
The Ant-Man head thing throws me off so
That's
hard.
so fair. Yeah. Going to Wakanda, like they said they were going to at the end of the episode. And they see good old Thanos there, and zombie plague also strikes everything, and Thor shows up and goes crazy and then gets heckin' sad.
No, the biggest thing for this episode was the little shrunken down tech that's supposed to save Earth.
Oh, yeah.
Is they need to bring it to the Nova Corp because they're like, oh, if we can get it to the Nova Corp, we can make it big and figure it out. They do get on a ship to leave Earth just to find out that the Nova Corp is actually quarantining the whole Earth and making sure that no one can leave.
Well, that's not the only plot twist in this episode, though, because this is also when they get to New Asgard and they think that they're all safe and everyone's cheering, everyone's having a good time. We're like, oh, this is a utopia.
And then Wanda
Thor's
shows up.
super sad. Yeah, and then you find out Wanda's been there the entire time.
And you're like,
she's crazy.
No, she comes off as a friend.
Yeah, she's like,
then
everything's
she's like,
fine.
Just kidding. They're
and
eating
like,
zombies.
Yeah. And then you're like, hold up. What? Like, that's the first plot twist. And then you're already like crazy about that. And the fact that they get to space, just in the Nova Corps to be like, yeah, no, you're not leaving. Sorry, kid.
You're
stuck. Like,
yeah. And they're like, we have the answer. Nope.
No, don't care.
And they try to kill them.
Yep.
I was like, oh, snap, crackle, pop.
Yeah, it really throws you for a loop. And that's where I was like, this show should be higher than a 7.1. But then we get to episode 4, the insanity of the end of the show.
Yeah, the finale of this potentially more. Who knows?
I think it's confirmed that it's getting a season 2. But yeah, we see a crazy concept.
The Cypher Hulk.
The Cypher Hulk.
That thing was epic.
Unstoppable.
That thing was so epic. Oh man, yeah. They use the Hulk as basically the
battery. Kind of.
To contain all of the power of the Infinity Stones, which were blown up, but I guess
they can never be destroyed.
The residual power that's there, and
then
he becomes a Cypher because of it. And you thought the Hulk was broken.
Cypher Hulk 5 times. I think the final fight was really well done.
Yep.
For an animated zombie fight, I
thought
it was
all
really
the
cool.
fighting and combat was really well done.
Yeah.
These what if style shows
What
have
ifs.
done pretty good.
Overall, I think it's a fun show to toss you into the MCU. It mostly focused on characters that would be important for Phase 4 onward, outside of Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
obviously.
I made note that the negative is that it's very Phase 4 focused, where you could theoretically just watch it, but you're going to be kind of like, who is everyone?
Wait, who's this? Who's that?
And I think that's the issue. It's not something that you can just watch unless you're deep in the MCU.
But you think about because this is a direct sequel to the first season of What If, so you think about when that came out, like that was at the beginning of Phase 4. So
absolutely,
I get it.
I just mean,
but I do agree.
You could watch this without even watching What If. Is my point.
Yeah,
right?
definitely. Yeah,
because
I think is a positive though.
It's not like it's a season of What If. It's
no, for
branched off on its own. So there probably is people who are like, oh, what's this Marvel? And then they're just like, oh, what?
Well, especially when you get to episode 3 and you're like, why is Ant-Man's head around?
Well, I mean, you can just lie to yourself and say,
Connie.
I don't know, that's Doctor Strange with a.
But I also
helmet.
did enjoy seeing all like the students, particularly the Minotaur. I love that dude.
Yes.
It was really cool to see for him to actually get screen time.
Yeah, and voice lines.
And voice lines too. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's really cool not to see main people survive, like knowing that nobody's safe, and it shows you.
The Rocket Groot scene.
Yeah.
Where they come to the rescue. That's episode 3, I think.
I believe so. Yeah.
Where it's like, Spider-Man's there. We see
Black Panther,
and it's like T'Challa sacrifices himself to stop Thanos, but then we see Thor, Groot, and Rocket all get like one shot.
Yeah, just done. You're like, oh wow, okay.
Oh yeah, that was brief.
Yeah, all right, wow. It's a good way to write off characters, I guess.
But I'm very interested to see how they will end up wrapping it up or saving the Earth, because the ending we leave on a quite
literally
cliffhanger.
Open ended. Is she just having PTSD? Probably not. Or is she really just living in Scarlet Witch's fever dream?
Scenario at this point.
Which we don't know.
Yeah, because Kamala was supposed to stay away from Scarlet Witch, but then she ends up being like, okay, I'm gonna see what happens.
Yeah,
big risk
indeed.
And it's heavily implied that there's at least either, like you mentioned, PTSD, or that she's breaking the barrier, or she's such a confusing character, Scarlet Witch, with her like
Scarlet Witch's powers are confusing, and then Ms. Marvel's powers are confusing too. So you're mixing both of them. It's the Speed Force of DC.
Valid. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I mean, the episodes, I think they're writing down for 35 minutes, but they're like 25.
Yeah,
maybe.
25 to 28 depending.
So very easy to crank
peasy.
out. Very enjoyable. Not much bad to say. I'd say like 7.5 or 8.
Yeah, I agree.
Definitely probably need more Marvel.
A little bit more
MCU. You need to be a little bit deeper into really.
We don't need to watch all the movies that we're about to talk about every Monday.
But you should check out next Monday.
So
make sure you watch Iron Man so you can tell us what you think of Iron Man on a rewatch. Exactly. Or if it's your first time watching, let us know what you thought of Iron Man.
Yeah, rewatch along with us. Even, every Monday we're going to be doing the episode release order. Double check that Phase 1 release order. Go watch the movie, then come watch. Comment saying how bad our review was or how good you agree, disagree. Let us know.
I'm pretty sure the first one's bad.
I do recall it was months ago.
Like beginning of the year.
Yeah.
That's how months.
This is how long we've been processing this idea, but we're finally doing it.
Finally releasing it. So see you guys next Monday for Iron Man.
Yeah. All right. Bye.